A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Real Betis win Copa del Rey. After a thrilling penalty shootout, Real Betis have won the Copa del Rey.
Read on to learn what happened and why Betis won. The Copa is one of the most prestigious tournaments in Spain, and it's not easy to win.
It takes an incredible team effort to win a competition like this, but Betis have done it. Real Betis beats Valencia 5-4 on penalties to win Copa del Rey.
A win over Valencia in the Copa del Rey final was a great result for the Spanish club. They have now won 8 trophies, the most in the tournament.
Their captain, José Gaya, uttered a few cruel words during the match. He also said, "I will die here, but it's worth it to win."
In the final, Real Betis beat Valencia 5-4 on penalties after Yunus Musa's miss proved costly. After a scoreless shootout, Juan Miranda converted the decisive spot kick to win the Copa del Rey for the Spanish side.
In addition to the winning penalty, Borja Iglesias headed the ball home from a cross from Hector Bellerin, and Juan Miranda chipped the ball over Claudio Bravo. The Spanish side celebrated with a trophy presented by King Felipe VI. After a frantic 120 minutes, Real Betis claimed the Copa del Rey.
Despite their dominance in possession, Valencia's attack was constantly on the counter, and Hugo Duro caused problems in the Betis defense. But despite the tense finish, the hosts are still the reigning Copa del Rey champions.
After a goalless first half, Valencia went on the offensive. Their counter-attacking tactics were exposed and their lead was cut short.
However, the first half ended with a score of 5-4. The second half was a close battle and the teams had plenty of chances to score.
However, the third period was dominated by the Betis goalkeeper, Mamardashvili, who kept the score even. Betis wins Copa del Rey after penalty shootout.
The win was a much-needed lift for Real Betis, who had not won a title since 2005. The Spaniards dominated possession, attack and mentality, but Valencia were a constant threat on the counter-attack.
In a penalty shootout, Betis was able to win after penalties. The result means that Betis are in the Europa League and will hopefully qualify for the Champions League.
Joaquin lifted the trophy for Real Betis 17 years ago. The left-back admitted to shitting himself after converting his penalty.
The win gives the club the Copa del Rey trophy for the third time in its history. The match had ended goalless after extra time, forcing a penalty shootout.
After winning his 5th spot kick, Miranda fell to his knees and broke into tears. Win is the third for Real Betis this season, and their 4th in a row.
Their last 2 Copa del Rey triumphs came in 2002 and 2005. The team won the Spanish Cup in 1977, but they also won the Copa del Rey in 2005.
Despite their recent run of success, the club must now focus on clinching a top 4 finish in La Liga after a tense game in which both teams were eliminated in the second half. Joaquin made his debut for Betis at the age of 19 in 2000.
He played in the final 17 years ago, albeit as an understudy. His goal won Betis the cup and he may be ready to call it a day.
That would be a shame if he decides to retire from football. Spanish Copa del Rey was won by Real Betis after a dramatic penalty shootout in the final on Saturday.
The match ended 1-1 after regulation and extra time, with Juan Miranda's penalty proving to be the decisive goal for the Betis. Yunus Musa's missed spot kick gave Valencia hope, but Juan Miranda scored the winning penalty for Real Betis to secure the trophy.
After the interval, Valencia were on fire, but Real Betis remained strong and gradually regained the lead. In the final minutes of regulation, Mamardashvili made 4 excellent saves and Juanmi hit the post.
In the extra time period, Fekir almost won it, but was denied by Mamardashvili's legs. Ultimately, it was Real Betis's fate to win the Copa del Rey in a penalty shootout.
Betis wins Copa del Rey. With a 5-4 penalty shootout win over Valencia, Real Betis have won the Copa del Rey for the 3rd time in a row.
The two sides played to a 1-1 draw after 120 minutes. The visitors were led by Borja Iglesias' 11th-minute goal, before Valencia equalized in the second half through Hugo Duro.
However, both teams had a better game in the second half than the first, And in the end, Real Betis were rewarded with the title of Copa del Rey, is Betis' biggest prize of the season.
The club has been in the top flight since 2005, and the Copa del Rey is their first trophy of the season. The win is especially pleasing to the club's supporters, who have waited 63 years to see it happen.
However, the competition is not without its challenges, with teams like Barcelona, Valencia, and Sevilla also making their first ever Copa del Rey appearance in years. Joaquin Sanchez, the team's icon and first player to win the Copa del Rey, is one of the club's most famous players.
He won the Cup with Real Betis in 2005, and won the Spanish Cup 2 years later with Valencia. Upon bringing home the trophy, Sanchez celebrated naked in the dressing room and dedicated it to the Betis fans.
A couple of weeks later, the cup made its way back to Seville and was awarded to Joaquin Sanchez, the first player to win it twice. So after an exhausting 90 minutes of football, Real Betis players were exhausted but still managed to come out victorious.
The final result was a thrilling 5-4 shootout that ended a 17-year wait for a major trophy. The United States midfielder Yunus Musa was the only player to miss in the shootout, but it was not enough.
Juan Miranda, who had the final goal, scored the winner for Real Betis. The trophy was presented to the players by King Felipe Roman.
The Copa del Rey is now Real Betis' third trophy in their history. They won it in 1977 and 2005 and won it again just 17 years later.
Joaquin made his debut for Betis in 2000 and was still only 22 when they reached the final in 2005. José Manuel Pellegrini was the coach then, and he has won major trophies in every country but China.
After a promising start, the game was more or less evenly contested. Betis had several good chances to score,
but Juanmi headed wide from an Alex Morno cross. And as the game wore on, Betis gradually took control.
Georgi Mamardashvili made 4 brilliant saves in the final minutes of regulation. Valencia's momentum shifted to the home side and a goalless draw ended the game.